Two women, bound by poverty, bound by a shared roof, bound by a single fragile life. One child breathing in the dark, and only one true mother. This story begins in the shadows of Jerusalem, with the young king of Israel, Solomon. He had ascended to a throne built by a warrior, his father David, but the crown was heavy. Too heavy for a boy whose hands had never held a bloody sword. He was king, yes, but in the dimly lit corners of the royal court, many doubted him. They looked at his youth and saw weakness. They whispered that the kingdom would fracture under a boy's trembling grip. The weight of their doubt was crushing him. Until one night, the air in his chamber grew cold. The shadows stretched, wrapping the room in a divine, terrifying stillness. God appeared to him in a dream. It wasn't a gentle light. It was an overwhelming presence that demanded his very soul. A voice speaking not to his ears, but directly to his bones. Ask for whatever you desire. What shall I give you? Any other king would have asked for the blood of his enemies, for mountains of gold or an endless rain. But Solomon fell to his knees. In the dark of his own mind, he did not ask for wealth. He did not ask for power. He asked for a listening heart. He asked for the wisdom to judge his people, to know the difference between the light and the dark. But wisdom is not tested in dreams. It is tested in the dirt. Morning broke, bringing a nightmare. To the steps of the king's court, two women were dragged before Solomon's colossal throne. They were bruised, desperate, and carrying a single living baby between them.
My king, please. We live in the same house. I gave birth, and she gave birth, but her child died in the night. She took my son while I slept, and left her dead boy in my arms. When morning came, I looked closely. I knew his face. The dead child was not mine. This living child is mine.
Lies! The living child is mine. The dead one is yours. You are mad with grief.
No, the living one is mine.
No! He is mine.
Their voices echoed against the high pillars, a tangled web of grief and deception. Down in the lower quarters of the city, tragedy had not knocked before entering. During the pitch-black hours of the night, one mother had rolled over in her exhaustion. A fatal mistake. By the time she woke, the small body beside her was cold, dead. In her frantic, blinding grief, she didn't weep. She crept across the dark room, and in the silent shadows, she made the switch. The courtroom fell dead silent. The problem was, there were no witnesses, no proof, just the word of two desperate women. From the slums, no one knew the truth. How, they whispered, will the king solve an impossible riddle? Solomon sat motionless, looking deep into the darkness of human nature. After a moment that felt like an eternity, Solomon leaned forward. He rose from his throne, and he gave a command that froze the blood of every man in the room. Bring me a sword. The royal guard stepped forward. The heavy steel gleamed under the intense cinematic light, cutting through the shadows. The entire court gasped and watched in silent, tense horror. Divide the living child in two. Give half to the one woman and half to the other. It is the only fair judgment. The guard raised the heavy blade. Time stopped.
No, stop, please.
The courtroom was shattered by a scream torn from the very depths of a human soul. She threw herself forward, her face a portrait of absolute, agonizing sacrifice.
My lord, do not kill the child. Give him to her. Let her take him. Just let him live.
She would rather lose him forever than see him bleed. The absolute power of a mother's love. But the other woman? She looked at the blade with a cold, hollow emptiness. Neither I nor you shall have him.
Cut him in two.
Solomon raised his hand. The guard stopped the blade. Inches from the child, the young king sat back, a profound light washing over his face.
Do not kill the child. Give him to the first woman, for she is his true mother.
The court exhaled. The true mother collapsed, pulling her crying son to her chest. The shadows of doubt in the room vanished, and from that day on, all of Israel stood in absolute awe, for they saw that the wisdom of God was in him to administer true justice.